We're gonna make you look like an elf.
I'm excited.
Alright, so we're gonna put elf ears on you, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put little tinkles all over yourself. I'm gonna show you how easy these are, so the next time you do them, you can do them yourself. Because that's what it's about. Cool? Now, these little extra pieces that are hanging over the ears is for you to attach it with. That is extra so that it doesn't fall off, okay? I'm going to be cutting these out because I'm going to be gluing them and they won't have to. This is going to be added with any kind of an adhesive. You can use Prozade, you can use spirit gum, you can use medical adhesive. I'm going to use what's known as medical adhesive because I use it, it's the quickest, it's the easiest, it dries the fastest. I always pour a little bit of the glue out into something else because I have a bad habit of leaving it, wasting it, and then drying it. And you don't want to do that with your glue. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint your ear. Now the reason I'm going to leave it nice and wet because I don't want it tacky yet, because I want this to slip on there and then stay in it. Slide it down and start gluing. Yeah, don't look. Don't look. You don't want to look. Yeah, the generic pieces is not the easiest thing in the world because they don't fit. So you've got to really mold with them and work with them, and you got to spend time with them to make them stay. Because like right now, I'm trying to get it to stick to the person's ear. So I'm trying to work with this and work with this until it sticks. And once you get the edges down, like it's, which is not, it's not wanting to do because it's so rubbery. But once it does, then then comes the painting and making it work. And it's not hard. It's just more tedious than anything. See how you just got to work with it until it wants to just fall. It'll fall in place eventually. See what I'm saying? It just falls into place. This is just neutral powder. You can, I want neutral translucent powder. That's all you want. And you press against the edges so you can seal it. It helps it blend down. It just starts blending in together, and that's pretty much where you're trying to go. Okay. Now, see those edges, because it's not custom fit to her and they're rubber, I'm going to try and get in there now after I put the other one on. Let this one dry for a little bit. Then I'm going to come over there and have this one and start alcohol and acetone to blend and burn the edges off and melt them. This is just alcohol. It kind of blends down the edges. Now take the little edge, split it in half, and then take just a little bit, just like that. You take your duo glue. Ready? This is how you blend and fill in the cracks. Now we're going to wait for it to dry for a few minutes because it needs to dry for about 5 to 6 minutes. The latex has to be completely dry before we start working on it. So I put in about, I guess, an extra couple coats of latex. And now I'm going to come by with some water. Just make sure it's blended pretty good. Blended pretty good. Looks pretty damn good, really. Now I'll come back over here and put some powder on it. Now I'm going to start painting. These are all skin tones, so now we're going to paint it. Sometimes you can pre-paint it if you want as well. I do that a lot, most of the time. Paint up the skin near it, so it all blends the same color. Do a little blending so it kind of blends down. And here's a fun thing that I like to do. People go, what are you doing? So, come over here. You have little colors on it, and you go like this. And that's called splattering. It causes the textures, the natural textures, and I'll do this sometimes with, with a toothbrush. And what that does is creates more of a texture. You can also use a texture sponge to pick up like other, let's say, areas of the paint. And I might go like this and pick up a few different colors, mix them all together, and then paint. Because the texturing is the most important thing when it comes to all of this stuff. All 4 of these colors. I'm gonna go boom, 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 boom. And then I'm gonna go over here and blend them all together before I put it on. Because of the ears, you want blend it down that it's part of your skin as well. That's very important. And then to do shading, go in there and shade just like little areas. So it kind of looks like it's coming down and they're blending together. Make sure you get in there and get all the powder out and you paint it through. Paint the veins going through. Back. Really, the most important thing is the painting. Almost more important than just a prosthetic. Right? Even though right now I'm blending it roughly, I'm going to blend it again to make sure everything smooths out. I take my alcohol on my palette, get rid of most of that, and then I come back in here with just a whitewash. And I go back over through your face. It's just a whitewash, so it blends it, so it's not so heavy. Now, I'll come over here and I'll pick up, let's just go a big fluff brush. And I'll look for something that's like really sparkly. Close your eyes. Because elves are always shiny. Just little things like that create more of an effect. And you can even come from underneath it. Take the shine. Don't go all the way over here. Just put it right on the cheekbone, above the cheekbone. Because elves will have that little shiny highlight just underneath their cheekbones. And I use a natural color like a banana or something neutral to them. That's an elf. As cute as can be. And what's nice is shake your head around. See, they ain't moving, and you can actually, you can hide them. So if it was to a movie because of the elf ears, and you're like, and all of a sudden you're sitting there in the thing, and all of a sudden she goes, puts them behind her, you go,